So what we're gonna go around in a circle. Everybody's just gonna add something to it. You ready?
No.
We're gonna go this way. She'll be the last person. You ready? Boom, 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 boom.
I can't do it on the spot like that. The pressure.
Come on, somebody now.
Okay, I'm done. Anyways, welcome to Shut Up and Listen.
You know, I just want to try something different. You know? This is Shut Up and Listen Bellingham. My name is CHRVNS.
I'm Morgan.
And this is Shut Up and Listen once again. So tap in where you're going to find out about everything. We're going to find about some real good people today. Morgan, you want to give a nice introduction? Or I can do it.
I thought that was a beautiful introduction. Not without the verb. Who are we talking to today, Chris?
Today, we're speaking to one of the super pop duos. R&B influence fused with all the vibes you could ever imagine. The visuals, crazy. Stage performance, insane. And they are only going up from here. Everybody, make some noise. For Lonely Together. Man.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
How y'all doing today? What's going on?
Doing good. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like he gave a great description of who you are, but tell them who you are individually. What's your names? What do you do? Tell us.
For folks that never heard of Lonely Together, this.
Yeah. I'm Zach. I also make solo music. Go by Safe Travels. Produce, mix, lead vocals.
Engineer. All of it. I'm Rosie. I am a vocalist, keyboardist for the band. We are also a couple, which is a wild mix, doing the whole music thing together. We love doing it. It's been a wild journey.
Yeah.
I love that. And so, how long has Lonely Together
Been together.
Ooh.
So, I think we've been making music together since late 2018. Mm-hmm. I've been making music since like 2010-ish.
Probably before. Songwriting in high school.
Yeah.
But he'd been doing the songwriting thing, scouring the internet for beats, you know, and just kind of like from the background, just watching him get so frustrated trying to find reasonably priced beats and going through that whole journey. We were like, why don't we get a keyboard? I grew up playing piano. Just go from there, and the beats were awful.
They sure were.
Hey, talk to me nice, man. What do you mean? Them first beats on FL Studio were the best.
Sheesh.
We gotta start somewhere, right?
We thought they were.
Exactly.
We really did.
You got the most stock challenges, but also you find the way, it just makes you so happy.
Oh, yeah.
The joy of creating that entire world.
Absolutely.
Do you remember? Go ahead.
I feel like this question was leading into that, but I got a beat. I bought it from this guy, and the verse section of the beat just had this.
Are we okay?
This is when we got Chris's final last breath on camera.
Yeah, for real.
I breathed in at the same time. It was not good.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
no,
guys.
that's the worst.
All right, go ahead.
So I bought this beat, and in the verses of the beat, it had this just awful sounding like synth instrument, and it just like was
like
piercing my ears. Yeah, and I was just like, I love the chorus and the drop, but the verses like this just. Yeah, pretty much.
Almost out of key,
awful.
too. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
And so we were like, I had been recording myself, mixing myself for a little bit, and I was like, why don't we just try and make a different section for the verse? Which now, looking back on it, is an absolutely terrible idea. But we did it, and we actually put something together that kind of worked. And I just remember that night being like, oh, you know, we did that. We made something. And from that moment, I was like, I'm going to teach myself how to produce. And that was
It was a
really
weird
how it
journey, though,
started.
figuring out, like, what we wanted to do, because we had no intention of, like, creating a duo and, like, making music together and songwriting and doing all that. And we were actually going through the archive, and apparently we were going to start, like, a YouTube vlog, which obviously never happened, but...
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can definitely see. Y'all should start it.
Oh, boy, I don't know.
We had, like, I found, like, slow-mo videos of, like, we were out in Friday Harbor, like watching the ferry depart. It was just like slow-mo videos with terrible beats playing. And I was like, I had a folder. I was like, Vlog Files 1. And I listened to them like a week or two ago, and I was like, this is awful. This is so terrible.
But it's fun figuring it out. I mean,
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Took a while, but we got there. We're still getting there.
Indeed, every day.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you remember your first song that you ever like recorded and you're like, yo?
It wasn't the Lauv cover, was it?
I think it was.
We like redid I Like Me Better. It was interesting. It was something.
It was all right.
I need to hear this.
It was something.
I want to hear this.
Oh man, it could still be somewhere in the archives online. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere.
But yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we all though? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a beautiful path.
Yep.
See, but you guys did that work. You got to where you are now. You guys have opened up for some crazy shows. You guys have, this is a great moment to shout out Dante. You guys have some great music videos for your songs. And so
Shout out the boy.
now that you found that groove of being a duo, and now you just kind of have more of a team of making the whole package. How has that been going? How is that? You guys have multiple music videos, and I feel like you guys kind of have it more hammered down to just getting it done.
What's the one where y'all doing the prom thing?
Can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
That one goes crazy.
Classic.
Dante is the guy. If you're in Bellingham, you need visuals. Man, that was such a fun project too, because we made that beat, and I instantly was like, I feel like this pretty in pink 80s prom vibe. And we're like, let's do it. And so we sat down, and it took a while, because it took a lot of work of getting people together. Shout out
you guys
Cindy
had a
Haw.
whole...
Yeah.
There was
Dance
a whole
crew
thing.
Yeah, and the fact that Dante was connected with Cindy Haw, too, shout out to them, because they really helped put the video together, and it was fun. It was a time, and so...
I would say it's been very fun, because with that one, it's funny, too, because I got that beat from somebody, and I was like, this is super 80s. I would never write on this. You know, and that's what Lonely Together really is. It's me stepping outside of what I would do individually and trying new stuff. And I was just joking, like, with the chorus, like, when I saw you from across the room, you know, like, joking.
And I was like, lay that down.
Yeah. She's like, no, record that. Good. And I was like, what? And then
that's how it be sometimes.
Now to see where it came is super cool. And talking about Dante, it's been a really cool journey, because when we released our first EP in 2019, we reached out to him for some just promo visuals for a song called Go to Sleep. And I connected on Instagram with him. Didn't know him at all. I was like, hey, bro, I see you, like, shooting sports things and whatever. Like, I see your visuals, they're cool. Yeah. And then he came, and I'm pretty sure he shot those visuals. I don't know if that one was on an iPhone, but with Dante, he started out shooting like on an iPhone.
That was his first like music shooting experience. So that was really cool to kind of get to develop that relationship with him, and
now he's out here shooting for Tezza Talks and Sandwich Out.
Yeah.
So we've been able to watch Dante from day one of doing this just as a hobby to now, like, now he has a job and it's a career, and it's just...
Shout out Joyco Digital.
It's no longer on an iPhone.
Yeah,
not on an iPhone anymore, baby.
He knows what he's doing.
So I think
Mama, we made it.
Yes, sir. I think that's like my favorite part, is seeing people grow together. Because for me, it started out when I had the studio, just getting random people in the studio and being like, let's just try something, you know? Like, who cares if it doesn't turn out cool? One of our songs a couple years ago, Slow Burn, her friend used to do like opera singing.
Wait, pause. Where's this friend at?
They're down south, and they would love any day.
Yes.
Any day to come up.
Shout out to Maddie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maddie.
Hey, Maddie, you're hearing it here first. You're coming back up. Come back up to record, as well as you're going to do a show. One of my favorite opera songs of all time is Ave Maria. Very basic. I don't care. Ave Maria.
I think you nailed it.
Is that?
Is that in
It's in
Step Brothers.
It's
Yeah,
in Step Brothers. That's
It's in,
when
like,
he makes
every
everyone
favorite,
cry.
like,
He's
that
like,
slow motion.
he's like, go sing, and he's like, and then everyone just starts crying, and they're like,
What do you mean, bro? Yes, Maddie, you're coming back up, please.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm saying, yep.
No, we were hanging out, and I was like, let's make a beat, you know? And I love vocal samples. I love vocal chops. They're in like every song I've ever made. And we had Maddie and a guy who goes by the name of Sins. I don't know if you know who Sins.
Yeah, no sense.
We were hanging out
way.
with them, super random
got
group of
married.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Congrats.
him. Congrats, y'all. And I was just like, you guys just sing some random. I gave him like phrases to sing, and I just recorded them singing, and then I just started chopping up some
see,
of the
that's
samples.
how you need to do. He's always like, just sing. So I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like, I'm not writing this. Like, what am I?
It helps, yeah, to just have a little phrase, even if it doesn't even sound like that phrase when it comes out or gets mixed or whatever.
You
Just
need
have
that
something to
idea.
start with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then-
So the
and then we
collaboration
made a song out of it.
process. I mean, we're big introverts. We live out in Sun Valley, so we don't see a lot of people go a lot of places.
Shout out Southern
but,
Valley one time.
but we do love getting together with people and seeing what can happen. Because I mean, Lonely Together is kind of this like blending and amalgamation of our interests. Because you would never do this kind of music if it weren't for like my musical taste and vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes you step out of the
Yup.
box.
Yup.
And so, with
For
that
real.
being said, so being a couple, living together, and lonely together, how is separating that from safe travels? Like, where does that separate when making music? And are you still part of that process? So, how do you know what is lonely together and what's going to be safe travels?
That's a great question.
Well, this guy just lives and breathes music. I mean, he puts beats on in the car driving to and from work, and that's when he's songwriting. And like, I love to be a part of the musical process, but like, my art is honestly in the kitchen, I feel like. So honestly, like, you go do your art, I'm gonna do my art downstairs. And so we just kind of find times to like separate. But he's doing it 24/7 anyway, so.
Yeah, I would say the main separation is it's just like sonically. Like, I like dark sounds. And so I've been kind of telling people now, what kind of music do you make? I've been saying dark R&B or alternative R&B, and she likes really happy sounds.
Like pop music.
Yeah, and like EDM, which I can get down with, but most of the time I'm like, yeah, I'm just on a different vibe. So when I make something, it's pretty easy for us to be like, that is a Lonely Together song or that is Safe Travels. And I just make music all the time. So
And when we're making beats, we never really know where it's gonna go. We just kind of like start out with the sound and quickly kind of develops into one sound or another. And that's what's kind of interesting is we never honestly have an idea when we're producing. I mean, if he's not by himself, it's gonna be
Occasionally,
Safe
there might be
Travels.
that one moment like I know exactly what I'm trying to do. Most of the time, you just start messing around.
Yeah.
And I know for me personally, it takes like that third project to be like, okay, now I finally found the groove. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like you start something, you get like you get your 8 bars, you start arranging, you're like, new, start again.
Yep.
New. Oh, here we are.
yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, and I'm the exact same way too, because I'm so picky with like sound selection and instruments and the melodies and the chords and everything. So I'll sit there for like an hour just playing around on the keyboard, finding different sounds, and then after an hour, it's like, that's the chord progression, that's the instrument that I'm gonna use, and then it just falls into place.
All right. It's you in the car, right? Y'all in the car. You get individual answers on this one.
Okay.
You're in the car by yourself, so you don't have no other influence. I need a real answer right now.
Yeah.
What is that one ballad that comes on where you can't help yourself, but you are just belting out every single word? Because I know I can do that with Adele. I can do it with Alicia. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hitting the notes. I'm the but I'm just going. What are your ballad songs in the car?
Oh man. I know the band. I'm just trying to think of the song.
Sing it. We'll help you.
There are a couple.
Just sing it.
Do you have an answer?
So I think it's got to be. I don't play it very often, but when I do, it's kind of like my cry song almost.
Yeah,
you know,
it's always a cry song. It's a ballad.
Silence with Khalid and the Marshmallow remake of it. I think is that one gets me in my soul.
And you let all the air in your lungs out.
Yep.
While you just
You're just bawling. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It's probably something off of. It's not really necessarily a ballad, but The Weeknd's "Angel."
Oof.
Off of his "Beauty Behind the Madness" album. That song. Yeah. I'm getting my
that's the
feels
one.
real quick. Yeah.
I'm gonna get educated. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna belt it with you, baby.
Sounds good.
That whole album, though, top to bottom,
Yes.
just sing and cry.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by Black Noise Records, located downtown off Bay Street. They pay top prices for records in Bellingham and the greater Bellingham area. Cash and store credit. Go get 10% off your next record purchase when you tell the cashier you've listened to Shut Up and Listen podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Binary Recording Studios, located where? Right here in Whatcom County. Binary has been in business for 1, 2, 3, I don't even know how long, but they are offering the best and the best and the best of the best video and audio production. So if you're a band and you're looking to record an album, or if you have any other audio recording needs, Binary Recording Studio is going to be where you need to go. My boy Bob, he will set you up. He will make sure that you are set up for what? Success. He gonna make sure that you are good to go. And welcome back. See, I've been sleeping on the weekend for so long.
That I would say The Weeknd is one of my biggest influences, favorite artists. I was thinking about this the other day because I used to do way more like hip hop forward stuff, and the first time that I heard The Weeknd, it like completely changed the way that I looked at how I make music, and I was like, dang, I want to make.
How's that? Take me through the thought process. Hold on.
I don't even know how to explain it. Just the
It was
way,
just a feeling.
Yeah, because I was just, like, I don't know, loved like Absol, Kendrick, super underground, lyrical, and I tried that route for a while, and I just found out I'm not the best rapper. But then when I found The Weeknd, this guy's the best rapper.
No. I like making fun shit. I like having fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I will outbar somebody if I need to, but a lot of people got better bars than me. I'll be very honest. It's what it is.
There are really good rappers out
Just
there.
very good lyricists.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't make something that makes me feel that way. And I was listening to, I can't remember what, it was one of The Weeknd's first projects, and I listened to it and I was like,
Are you talking about the trilogy joints?
I think it may have been.
All right, but look, bro, I know House of Balloons.
Actually, that may have been it. The song, what's the song? It's called Next, I think it is on House of Balloons.
I listened to that. Once it blew up, I did not follow at that point.
Yeah.
I was.
He's a hipster.
No, I mean, I am not as much of a fan as The Weeknd since he went full pop. I love After Hours.
It's still great. Like Dawn
Absolutely.
Afternoon. I always give it one playthrough.
Yeah. It's some good songs. But the old Weeknd just hits different. It's like the old Eminem for me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, when he got sober, good for you, bro. But you made way better music before the recovery.
I think a lot when I listen to music, and I was like, I'm so happy you're in that loving, healthy relationship, or I'm so happy you got sober. But like, you know the bangers you were dropping.
Absolutely.
All right, shut up, Alyssa Bellingham. Don't be preying on people's downfalls, bro.
You don't prey on them. You just like that's what like you can
get it.
tell when like that like the switch of
Kids, you
the
can get
vibe.
sober too.
Be sober, absolutely. Make good music when you're. Anyways, our editing is crazy. We're gonna have to do something crazy.
This is exactly what we're doing right here.
Hey, cheers. And
You
shout
know,
out to
just drinking some good ciders made by nice people.
Oh, is it that time? All right.
Are you
all
empty?
right. Can I catch? Got him.
Good cat. That was perfect.
Nice.
So that being said, because I know you guys just had your most recent release of Home Alone. Is there anything like that we can expect from Lonely Together that's coming out, or are we just vibing, cruising,
Man,
and seeing where the road takes you?
that's a great question because you caught us at a very interesting point. And
We thought we had this whole plan in mind, and we had this whole like release schedule for 2023, and things shifted.
Schedules be going out the window.
Yeah.
It's all about feelings sometimes.
absolutely.
So I don't know. Fall, we're definitely planning on coming out with at least one.
So are you guys at least working on something?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We got some in the works.
And
Safe
a
travels
lot-
though.
Yes. See, that's the thing that is just, it's very hard to juggle two bands, you know? And so recently, my solo music has been doing a lot better. And since that's what I want to make, I have way more of my solo music ready to go. And I've just been gaining a lot of knowledge in terms of like release plans and strategies and schedules and whatnot. So although we had this plan figured out in the last couple weeks, we've really pivoted and are going to take our time to figure out the best way to release our music.
Because you also have the strategy of just releasing music strategies alone, but then you also have to strategize against the other part of music. So you have Lonely Together and that you don't want to be competing with
Totally.
the same. So you got to also strategize that at the same time.
It's tough
Yeah.
balancing too, 'cause especially when you add in the social media game and trying to do the TikToks, the Instagram, and all of that stuff. I mean,
He is terrible at it.
People gonna hate me for this shit, bro. I
He's-
swear to God, I hate doing that, man.
He's the worst. That's what I
So
come
let
to
me
with.
ask you. And for anybody else that's like creating anything, whether it's music, art, whatever, just trying to promote a brand, just trying to get. What have you found successful? What is a piece of advice that you can give either you, like both of you, for taking it to the next level, or just really finding a way to get traction?
Find your niche. That is what I just kind of randomly stumbled upon for Safe Travels.
Well, hold on. But you can find your. All right, so you find that, and then, but how do you mean?
like finding a way
That was
to
very
like
general. You
Like-
didn't even know
find
Yeah.
that audience
Yeah.
on TikTok, like is
How do
something
you know
as
you find an
simple.
audience?
They're watching it. It tells you your views and your likes. I don't know. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Did,
Yeah.
did people like the video or not?
No.
Well, and that's one thing that we've been struggling with Lonely Together is it's like an experimental platform for me. And we try a bunch of different sounds and genres. Whereas with Safe Travels, it is very specific sound. And I don't know, recently things have just been connecting with Safe Travels. And I think it's because I just found the type of artists that people want to listen to and just found that niche and found that lane. And now I'm just kind of hitting it. And
And that's where we struggle so much because I feel like you've kind of found the lane of the Chase Atlantic vibes, or whereas with Lonely Together, people always ask like, who do you compare yourselves to as an artist? And we're always just like,
there's so many
I
different
have
ones.
no idea.
Nobody.
But that's what makes it so
We're one of
hard.
one.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but on the flip side, it's like that's what makes it so difficult on a platform like TikTok, because it's like he's reaching out to these fans that already he knows what other artists they're into. Whereas for us, it's like it's hard grasping.
Yeah,
'cause
you
we've
can
got an
make that video where it's like, you like this artist, you're gonna like this artist,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So I
Yeah.
get that, but I don't know. He hates to hear it, but it's posting and it's being engaged online. You can't have an online audience if you're not online, and
It's tough.
eventually
is.
you gotta
It
you
is.
gotta promote.
Give me a crash course.
Well, it's funny because you were saying like how she loves TikTok. I love TikTok too.
Oh,
And I was he never said that. He didn't say anything
Don't tell
about
my
that.
audiences. I deleted TikTok today on my phone.
Well, good for you.
I bet.
cannot.
Hey, AJ, do me a favor. We're gonna put a poll right here. Did she get it tomorrow, today, or yesterday?
All right, add another poll. Was Chris Tucker shit? Well, just
But-
because I know how to use social media.
That's what happened with me is I became a avid consumer of the music that I like. And for a long time I've been trying to make music like X artists. And I finally did, and then I've been consuming a lot of content that those artists have been creating. And I was like, "Oh, let me try that angle. Let me try making content like that." And something just connected, and now those posts have been working really well. And we'll try them with Lonely together, but we haven't really nailed down the niche and the sound, so it just hasn't been connecting the same.
You also don't have to connect on what the sound is. You make people connect in who you are.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's where it's so tough, though, is like creating that content because it's a lot of work. I mean, you add in the songwriting, the recording, the engineering, the preparing the package, and then you add in the time it takes to edit those videos. Like, that's what drives me insane about creating that content. It's like, it's really time consuming. I gotta hand it to like these content creators that are like, because they're putting in hours
They're like
editing
6
one
videos
video
a day, and I'm like, and you edited that in the same day. I'm like, that's crazy.
For real. I was listening to an artist that popped off on TikTok, and he was going over his daily schedule, and he was like, I work on music for the first 3 or 4 hours. I make content for 7 hours a day, every day. And I was like, bro.
And we're both working
7
regular
hours?
jobs.
Yeah,
First of all,
I got a
I'm
day
missing my
job.
lunchtime.
Yeah.
I gotta get at least like 2 hours on Call of Duty. I gotta.
I was like, yeah, we got a home routine where like we play video games and then like eat dinner and like,
Because I just feel like.
and then we have to go to probably some other show.
Yep.
Yes, stay on your
Yep.
grind. Stay doing stay like productive. Make sure you get your shit done.
Yeah.
But also self-care.
It's a balance, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. 100%. Because burnout is very real. Very
Especially when
real.
you eat, breathe, live all of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
Like-
going to a job and coming
Yeah.
home and being like, oh my God, we should be doing this. But like, all I want to do is just
Yeah.
sit down on the couch and.
I like that. You still in the safe travels picture.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, me?
For the audience.
Oh, yep, just speaking out. Hi.
All right, so are we doing what we doing a solo? We doing a combo? What we doing today for the song that you want to present to the people?
Oh, I think we're doing Lonely Together song.
Yep.
Which one?
Meet
was
me halfway.
that? Halfway.
Yeah.
So before we play this song for the folks, we just gotta give them a little taste, little flavors, a little salt bay on it. You know what I'm saying? How would you describe the songs? What was going into making it?
We actually got this song from another producer for the beat. And I instantly just fell in love because it's got that pop vibe exactly
Yeah.
I was
Right
looking
chords.
for.
Yeah.
And it's nice to write to a song that we didn't produce. It just, you come at it in a different perspective.
The inspiration is just more
It seems easier.
fresh. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You didn't have to spend all that time getting the right snare.
Totally. Yeah, you're not sick of it. You haven't been listening
By
to
the
the
time you
melody
gotta
for
like
5
sing
hours.
to it, you're like, bro, I would listen to this so
I don't
many
ever want
times.
to hear it.
That's why add 4 sounds, write as much as you can, add more, and then write again.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
And so we were like, let's make a song kind of about, I think you kind of started writing, and I was like, I think we should take this in the direction of talking about what it's like to be in a relationship, and you got to meet each other halfway. I mean, it's always compromise, whether
Yeah.
it's in a relationship, a business, a partnership, making music together.
Friendship, family, everywhere. You gotta
Exactly.
meet someone halfway.
Bing, bang, boom, boom. Everything halfway.
Amen.
So this right here is called Meet Me Halfway by Lonely Together.
Waiting on a midnight train, going nowhere, going nowhere. I got you by my side, for the rest I really don't care, really don't care. You said that you won't break my heart. You'd be there when I fall
And then now you have to go listen to it on all platforms.
Yeah,
All right.
blue balls.
You got the sneak peek. Go stream it. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and just hanging out with us and just
Time flies. Wow.
time flies when you're
y'all
having a
feeling?
great time.
Truly.
Man,
How you feeling?
feeling great. This place makes me want to cook up.
Hey, binary Bob. Yes, sir. Yeah. See it through the window.
All right, we need you on the 3-string dulcimer, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get that
we do need.
exclusive.
Actually, is it cool if we keep rolling and we just have him come out here and do it right now?
We gotta.
Yes.
We gotta.
Are they gonna
Producers, can I get a thumbs up, please? I just feel like this would be really cool.
Yes.
add it
Let's
to,
go.
Yes.
Add it to the
Yes.
episode. Add it to the episode.
All right. Does that mean he's coming right now? He's coming? Yeah. Send Bob out here. Let's get Bob out here to play this thing.
Bob.
What?
Bob.
Come here. Hey, my producers yelling at me. They're going to make me quiet.
No, we want him to play.
I want him
it.
to play it because I don't know how to play it.
Well.
That sounds like an excuse.
That sounds like a
He said it was
straight
out of tune.
excuse. That could have been a great moment.
Well, we'll just admire it then.
We're gonna hear it soon. Well, while he's doing that part, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. And this is the quick reminder to tell everyone that you can go listen to Lonely Together on all platforms and watch all their great music videos. Shout out Dante.
Shout out Dante.
I think you've mastered it.
And you can subscribe and listen to us on all platforms. And you can check out Shut Up and Listen beham.com and see every new release and what's happening.
Shut up and listen.
Shut up and listen. And you can't forget our great shout out to Binary Bob, who's sitting there and as we are in Binary Recording Studio, and our friends at Rocket Soul Studios for producing everything that we're doing and tolerating Chris. Because I'm great.
Y'all are the best. Thank you, everyone, for having us. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
No,
Thank you.
For real.
And cut.
Nah, man. This is Shut Up and Listen Bellingham. I hope y'all have the best day ever.